Hi everyone, welcome back. Anna Valencia Tillery, White Glove, Moving Storage and Delivery, Interstate Agent with Beacons Van Lines, helping you find great books to engage your children with come moving season. This one's really good for the small kiddos. It's Winnie the Pooh and the whole gang on Tigger's Moving Day. So as we jump in there, we see a White Glove truck right off the rip. How exciting. Let's see what happened, shall we? After breakfast, Tigger stood up and stretched. "Time for my morning bounce," he cried. "Spoing, spoing, spoing." "Look out!" cried Rabbit. Thump! Tigger bumped into one of his cupboards and his toys came crashing down. "Oh, that happens every time," he sighed. "Tigger, you don't have enough bouncing room in this little house," said Rabbit. Plunk! A toy truck teetered off the shelf and landed on Tigger's head. "Ouch," he sighed. "It's true, but what can I do?" "We've got to find you a bigger house," declared Rabbit. "That's all there is to it." "But," Tigger said. Look at him rubbing his head. "No buts," said Rabbit. "I'm going to organize the others right away. Don't worry, we're going to find you a new home." By the end of the day, everyone was excited about the big new house they had found for Tigger. Look at that, it's up in a tree. How cool. "It is a bouncy house," said Tigger. "The kind of house Tiggers like best." He bounced and bounced and he didn't bump into anything. "But," he sighed, "I'll miss my old house and I won't live next door to little Roo anymore. I'm gonna miss him too." "I know you'll miss being neighbors with Kanga and Roo," said Christopher Robin, "but now you'll live much closer to me. We can have fun being neighbors just like you and Roo did." "Do you like to bounce?" asked Tigger. "Sometimes," said Christopher Robin. "Besides, dear," said Kanga, "I promise to bring Roo over to visit just as often as you would like." What a good compromise. "Well then," said Tigger, perking up a bit, "I hope everyone can stay a while. We can play a game together and eat some cookies." Tigger opened his new pantry. No cookies. He opened his new closet. No games. "Kinda empty, isn't it?" said Eeyore. "Yeah," agreed Tigger. "Tiggers don't like empty houses. I like my old house better." Rabbit put his paws on his hips and stared at Tigger. "We aren't finished yet. We need to move all your things from your old house to this house," he said. "Everything?" asked Tigger. "Every last little thing," said Rabbit. "And that's a big job, so we'll start first thing tomorrow morning." Rabbit told everyone to bring all the boxes they could find to Tigger's old house. "Wow, boxes are fun," cried Roo. "Look at me hiding." Tigger and Roo bounced in and out of boxes. "There'll be time for fun later," grumbled Rabbit. "Now we've got to pack Tigger's things." Boxes can be fun. Tigger packed all his games and the stuffed animals in a box. He took his favorite lion out and hugged him. "I want you to stay with me." Rabbit packed Tigger's dishes. Kanga packed Tigger's clothes. Pooh and Piglet packed Tigger's food. Soon, Eeyore arrived with his donkey cart. "We can use this to haul your bigger things," he said helpfully. "Furniture and whatnot." Christopher Robin and Owl hoisted Tigger's bed and table and chairs onto the cart. Owl and Gopher loaded the boxes. Well, that does make it easier with all the heavy stuff, huh? "Time to move it out," cried Rabbit. Everyone pulled and pulled. "Now my new home will be perfect," cried Tigger as they unloaded the cart and carried everything inside. "Thanks for your help, everyone," he cried. "Moving was as easy as pie." After his friends had gone, Tigger put his toys on his new shelves. He pushed his bed under the back window just where he wanted it. He set his table and chairs in the middle of the big kitchen. He put his cereal and his extractive malt in his new pantry. Getting all settled in. When he was all finished, he sat down to rest. Seems like an awfully quiet house, he thought. He tried out a few bounces, but decided he wasn't in such a bouncy mood after all. I sure miss Roo, he sighed. Just then, Tigger heard a little voice cry, "Hello!" "Roo!" cried Tigger. "Kanga, come on in." It's so nice to get guests. "We've brought you a bag of cookies," said Kanga. "Oh, yummy," cried Tigger. "Aloo, aloo!" Tigger soon heard all his friends crying outside his new door. Everyone had brought a housewarming present for Tigger. Bonus. "Our work's all done," said Rabbit. "Now it's time for fun." "Hooray!" cried Tigger and Roo as they bounced from room to room together, having the kind of fun Tiggers love best. See, you can always look to your friends and your family to help you in the process of moving. And it doesn't have to be the physical stuff, right? They can just help you to remember all of the good times in that space and look forward to the good times in your new space. If you know of anyone moving, don't hesitate to mention us at White Glove. Cheers.